Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This reading is going to take a look at what you don't see coming. So if you have not as of yet chosen a card on the table for this pick a card reading, by all means please go ahead and do that now. From this angle, the cards are very small, so I suggest going back to the beginning of the video where you will find a short 2-minute clip of the cards up close and personal, with meditation music there as well. You can pause anywhere on the screen where you need to extend your time or selection process if you feel it necessary. And maybe, let's say, during your selection process, you feel led to pick more than one card on the table. By all means, choose more than one if you feel that that's what's best for you. I always encourage everybody to trust their intuition in this case when choosing for your reading. These readings are timeless, right? So whether you watch at the upload time or sometime later down the road, whenever it's placed into your awareness and you feel an intuitive nudge to watch, there just may be a message here for you. Nonetheless, what I always try to remind everybody is that they're general. I can't possibly expect to connect with everybody watching. And in the event that this reading doesn't connect for you, maybe consider checking out my pick a card playlist before you leave my channel, because I have a bunch of readings I've already done. And maybe this reading, if it didn't connect, was just the catalyst you needed to find another message within that playlist. I have so many on a bunch of different topics I've already done. You might find another message somewhere in there that has what you need at this time instead. So again, have fun exploring my channel. You might find something else along the way. With all that being said, I will go ahead and leave you here, and I will meet you at your reading of choice. Pile number 1, viewers, you chose the Princess card. So this is your card for your reading. They're very, very small cards, by the way. There's no message on the back of this. This little piece of art was taken, or is taken, from a game that I found for children at the thrift store, including these cards. Now, all the cards have imagery on them, and because I read symbolism, it's very easy for me to tell a story. So like the game itself, I'm going to be using the cards from the game to tell your tarot story. Okay, so we're looking at what is it that you don't see coming. So what is it that you don't see coming? We're going to start with a tarot card, and then we're going to use the little cards to build the story up. So let's see. I do want one main card. What is it that you don't see coming? Pile number 1, viewers. Oh, okay. And then we're going to use some of these cards. So pile number 1, and these are a little difficult to shuffle. They're very small, but what is it that you don't see coming? Okay, there's a couple there. How many do we have? Those all flipped over. All right, let's see if we can grab at least one more. Okay, let's start off with the tarot. All right, Queen of Swords. I kind of like that. She's no nonsense energy. She gets to the truth of a matter, and she's able to see with a very heightened sense of awareness. So I feel like what you don't see coming, that's not necessarily the case. I think you're going to have a heads up on that. In your case with the Queen of Swords, because she is so in tune and aware and awake, she has eyes wide open. I think that whatever is coming towards you is not going to be so much of a surprise, because you have a heightened sense of insight with this energy. Also truth. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius could be you, could be somebody else, but there's going to be some truth revealed. And that maybe that's what you don't see coming as of yet, but I feel that the universe is going to give you a hint of whatever this is. It could be some form of communication that is coming through that as of right now where you sit, maybe you don't see coming, or that you're not fully aware of it, but it feels like it's on its way. And when it does arrive, what it's going to do is let you see things for what they are and what they aren't. All right, let's see. Whoa, okay, so we have the dragon. I like this. M for monster. That's kind of interesting, right? Because for one, the dragon is sort of considered a monster. right? But if you look at the Queen of Swords, she has the ability to battle with those things. The oyster. Oh, okay. I like this a lot. That's also feminine energy. That's also feminine energy. And the oyster symbolizes something that's opening up to you and revealing a treasure in this case. Maybe a treasure of truth. And that's what you don't see coming. The dragon energy is very symbolic for personal power. I also feel like what's going to happen is this truth is going to reveal the things that were hidden from you that you couldn't see, but as a result will help you step into your power and also fight aspects of shadow, if we consider the monster that, right? But the truth shall in a way set you free and reveal the treasure behind it. Let's see. Money. Oh, I like this. Okay. What else? Zebra. Okay, zebra symbolism is about balance, harmony, alignment, okay? Being able to find the equilibrium between light and dark, night and day. You know, it's about polarity and duality. So it's telling me that you're going to be able to balance also. What you don't see coming is that there's going to be a situation that's going to be opened up to you. Like a treasure that was hidden gets revealed with the oyster. And also, this is very symbolic, by the way, like clamshell, oysters, they're very symbolic of water and like Venus energy. So anyhow, I'm just giving you a heads up about that because it could, I don't know if there's love that's coming through, love and money with that card as well, but a treasure being open to you also because of the pearl. And the pearl is symbolic, right? The pearl of the oyster is also symbolic of being refined through a rough process, because pearls are formed through pain almost. There's a piece of debris that gets lodged in the oyster, which then the oyster trying to heal itself or get rid of that thing that's has intruded upon itself, it ends up alchemizing over that piece of debris and creating something beautiful from it. So that's also a metaphor for what it is you don't see coming, is that you've fought your dragons, right? Stepped into your power. You fought your shadow. You've worked through those things. You've refined yourself. You've alchemized those darker aspects of yourself. And now the treasures are opening up to you here with the money card. And you're finding balance and harmony and alignment in your life where you've needed it. Maybe love, because I can see the zebra energy also as symbolic of, you know, opposites attract. So you could be happy. What you don't see coming is that maybe that you've been made strong over here with the Queen of Swords. You've heightened your awareness. I feel like you've leveled up. You've also changed because your crown is made from butterflies. You've gone through a transformation, metamorphosis process, also related back to the oyster and the refining process of creating the pearl through adversity, right? And now that you've done all that, the money can flow in and maybe even love can arrive. But again, you've worked through your shadow to arrive at this place of power over here with the dragon. And maybe you are kind of like the princess in the card, right? You're stepping into your divine energy, maybe divine feminine energy for some of you. For some of you, you're the divine feminine, or you have a divine feminine that's coming your way. But it's as a result of having done the work to step into your personal power, fight your own demons, let's say with the monster card, alchemize any impurities like the oyster does to refine itself to become something beautiful, just like a butterfly that works its way through a cocoon. And now the abundance of love and other things can start flowing to you with the money card, and you can start finding and sensing some sense or feeling some sense of balance and equilibrium in your life with the zebra energy. I hope that makes sense. So that's probably what you don't see coming. But, you know, part of you has probably already acknowledged the fact that you've done some work on yourself. I see that with the dragon. I see that with the Queen of Swords because she's that backbone of steel queen. She's been through so much in life to get to this point where she can really stand strong in her power and in herself and in her authenticity. And she lives a very genuine life and lifestyle because she can't tolerate anything that does not ring of truth to her. Do you see? So I love this energy for you because it's saying that you're stepping into your personal power and you will only accept the truth and those things that are genuine and authentic to you. Anything that does not ring true and authentic to you, you will, like the queen, take your sword and slay the dragons, you know, or the monsters or the shadows, or anything that does not speak truth to you and your life and maybe the way you want to live it. So yeah, I really like this. This is neat. Also, oysters, clams, they protect themselves, okay? So your Queen of Swords maybe has her walls up just a little bit. Like oysters also keep their shell closed so they can protect themselves. But the oyster in this card is opened up. So it's opening up to reveal something that was hidden. So it could be that if there's love coming into your life, okay, the reason why I say, by the way, that oysters, clam are associated with Venus, Aphrodite, love, because that exactly, it's associated with the goddess. So if there's love coming into your life, this is saying that through the hardships, you've become a jewel yourself, like the pearl in the oyster, and you're fearless in a way like the Queen of Swords. So when love comes your way, you're able to navigate through adversity, or you have already learned how to do that. So when love comes your way, you're going to allow yourself to open up, but only to people. You're going to open yourself up like the oyster, but it's going to be only to people who you feel are genuine to you, who are authentic, are sincere, because Queen of Swords is not going to tolerate anything but the truth. Okay, so this is the main energy here for you as far as what you don't see coming. I feel that like love, abundance, personal power is what you're stepping into. You might not see that love is on the way. You might not realize that abundance is coming towards you in some kind of material gain with the money energy, that life is going to start balancing out for you because you've been put through the ringer with that Queen of Swords energy and the oyster. You've had to face your shadow with the monster card. You've had to step into your personal power with the dragon. And you needed to do that work in order so that way everything can start flowing to you in abundance. So there's an increase in some material aspect of your life as well. It could be a job that maybe, you know, you get more money, you get a pay raise. Maybe some form of unexpected abundance comes your way, right? Maybe a gift of money, or something you didn't really, maybe an unexpected amount for your income tax return. Do you know what I'm saying? But there's some kind of money that's coming in as far as what you don't see. But I feel like you're going to get a heads up because the Queen of Swords always has an inkling, right? She always has a keener sense of awareness than the rest. So there's some higher sense of perception that's able to kind of like feel it out. So you're going to get a hint that these things are on the way to you. I think the universe is probably, with the Queen of Swords energy, going to communicate as a heads up that these things are incoming. So I do see love. I do see increased finances, like increased money, wealth, abundance, prosperity, some kind of material gain. And I also see balance and harmony and alignment in your life that's incoming. And maybe you don't see it from where you stand now, but just know that you're wearing your crown very strongly. And it's as a result of having worked through all the adversity that now you're prepared to receive these gifts of abundance. Okay. I do want to take a look at underneath the deck. Yeah, that's just reflecting the Queen of Swords energy, right? The battles that you have fought. And it's like you're almost at the finish line. It's a number 9. Nines are about endings and conclusions. So I feel like this energy is underneath the surface, maybe how you feel, right? You're tired. You're like, damn, I've been through it all. Like, what else, right? But the thing is that that was all preparation for the abundance and the blessings with the money card and the, you know, loving opportunities I even feel that are opening up to you with the oyster. And it's going to bring those people, places, and things that are more in alignment with you with the zebra. It could also be a divine match. Somebody to complement you, right? That way. So let's see if we can get a final oracle here. Pile number 1. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section if you like these little cards. I mean, it's hard to get them to adjust on the screen so you can see them. Let's see. But if you like them, let me know. I might use them again. I just thought it would be fun and something different. So let's see. Final oracle card. Okay. Whoa. Oh, all right. Look at that opportunity. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, I feel like there are over here with the oyster energy things opening up to you. And they're going to bring opportunities for more abundance, I feel, and more balance, harmony. And I even feel freedom because, you know, it's a zebra. It can run free. So let's see. Let's see what the opportunity card says. Bear with me while I try to find this. Okay. It says, moon through pine trees. An occasional owl hoot and song, and the song of a solo coyote punctuate the stillness in the forest as a traveler walks through the pines. Light from a waning moon filters down through the canopy of needles and cascades across the forest floor. Sometimes the trees obscure the moon, but sometimes its illumination clearly shows, let's see, the path ahead. Pines are, hold on, there we go, sorry about the jump. Pines are one of the most ancient plant genera, right, or genera on the planet. They have existed nearly 3 times longer than all flowering plant species. Because most pines stay green all winter, they traditionally represent longevity, immortality, fertility, health, and abundance. Yeah. The moon and her gossamer glow represent the feminine and receptive side of life. That would also be the oyster or the clam, which is feminine energy. Okay. Just as the moon receives and reflects the light of the sun, symbolically the moon represents receiving the goodness of the universe flowing to you. Yes, that's what the oyster is doing. It's opening up to receive these gifts of abundance. Because for one, you've become the pearl. Okay. You're now a solid reflection after having done the work of all the things that you're worthy of receiving. Okay. So anyway, it says the sacred landscape wants you to know gifts from the universe are ready to cascade into your life. Abundance, health, longevity, vitality, and joy are flowing to you gently and easily in the days ahead. There may be times when the goodness of life feels like it's ebbing and flowing rather than being a steady stream of fulfillment. This is similar to the moon peeking through the pine trees for a moment or two. But as you stay open and receptive, physical and emotional gifts will come into your life. Instead of bemoaning the fact that there isn't a steady and constant stream of joy and gifts from the universe, accept whatever you receive in a spirit of gratitude, and your bounty will increase tenfold. This is a universal law. Okay, so opportunity is on the way. Be grateful for what you have now and watch how more flows in. We do see more coming its way over here, and you're going to be made aware of it, I feel, sooner rather than later, but you've also been prepared for it. So I think you know that, you know, it's only a matter of time before the abundance and the love and the balanced and harmonious situations and receptive and what's that energy of equal give and take, right? Those situations that are reciprocal to you are on their way. All right. And these things are finally opening up to you. And that's probably what you don't see coming from where you stand at this time. And maybe from where you stand right now, things are still a little rough on the go because we do have the 9 of Wands here on the table, which does symbolize, you know, a rough, you know, period, challenges that you've been dealing with. But it's going to get better. Okay. It's going to get better because there are opportunities on the way. And those things that were kind of closed off with the oyster, right, are now going to start opening up to you because you're ready. The pearl has completed itself. The alchemization process is over. You see, and now the oyster can release the pearl, right? So this is your reading, pile number 1, viewers. If you feel that this has helped you in some magical way, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. You can also support what I do here by becoming a channel member. I have exclusive content and readings I put out for members only. You could also visit my Etsy store. I have really cool things there that I make by hand. I even have STARSEED t-shirts that I have designed as well. So pay me a visit, explore. Personal readings are there upon availability, and they're only available for a short period of time right now. So get one while you have the chance, if that's what you're interested in. So I will leave you here. Much love to you wherever you are. Be well, be safe, take care, and always keep shining. Pile number 2, viewers, you chose the pirate card for your reading. These little, I guess, tokens or whatnot came from a children's game that I found at the thrift store that had really cool imagery, that the game apparently uses these tokens as protagonists, and then these cards over here to tell a story. So I'm going to do the same thing, but in this case, I'm going to tell your tarot story using these cards over here and the tarot. So let's see, what is it that you don't see coming? Pile number 2, viewers that chose the pirate energy. Let's see. What is it that you don't see coming? Pile number 2, viewers. And then I'm going to grab a few of these here. Let's see. All right, that one immediately wanted to kind of jump out. So we just need, I had 5 for the other pile. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to stick to 5. There goes another one. And they're not the easiest to shuffle, but they're pretty cool to read with. Okay, so we have, there we go. Tedious, I know. All right, let's start with the tarot. Let's see what it does. What is that you don't see coming? Whoa, big changes up ahead. A metamorphosis, an ending and a conclusion of some sort, but it's going to change everything ahead of you once it happens. Like I said, I might get another card, but let's see what the storyteller cards have to say about this. Oh, I like this. Okay, so we have the gate energy. There we go. The gate. We have the crying card, which is about sadness, sorrow, release. Whenever you're crying, you're healing, you're cleansing something, it's cathartic, right? It's a release in that way. We have the volcano, village, and quieting. Okay. This is interesting because things that are hidden are kind of quiet, right? We have a gate, though. That's telling me that you're crossing a threshold of some sort, and that also something is opening up to you. But with the death card, an ending has to occur in order to provide an opening elsewhere. The thing is that sometimes when things are closing out, things are ending, we can get in our feelings. If you need to cry, cry, okay? But it's also saying that in the crying is the healing and the release of what it is that needs to be let go. The volcano talks about sudden, unexpected eruptions, okay? Also, be mindful of any arguments you may have with somebody, because things, tempers can erupt. But the volcano talks about things that have been brewing underneath the surface for quite some time. And also, right, volcanoes are about releasing what has been stored up. So something has been brewing, it feels, for quite some time. You also have the village, so it could be, village is about community. Those that you maybe work closest with, maybe your neighborhood, your family, those that are closest to you. I feel like what this is saying was what you don't see coming is that something's about to erupt in your life. But it's a release And it's a much needed release that has been long overdue with that volcano. And you've been quiet long enough, or this thing has been kind of still long enough. Like volcanoes can sit dormant. They can be quiet for a very long time. But there's something about this energy that's saying this thing that has been silent cannot stay silent for long. It has to come to the surface to be dealt with. But in the dealing with it, a door is open to you. So it's almost like don't cry over what you're leaving behind or what you're letting go. Because you do have support, right? We do have the energy of the village. We do have support that surrounds you. It's a major change and transformation that is occurring, but it's to open something else up to you. I say support because of the village, because the saying, it takes a village, right, to raise a child. And that is a support system. So you will be supported in something that you feel you must let go, or something that is enough, that kind of feeling. I do want another card. Okay, so that's the Four of Pentacles. And that is about holding on too tight sometimes. We're afraid to let things go. We're afraid of the new sometimes. The gate can also talk about a breakthrough, a door that's opening up to you. But the feeling is here, in order to accept and receive the open door, there's going to be something that needs to be released instead. Like, you know, in order to accept what's coming your way. You might be hesitant. You might be afraid to make a change or a shift, but it's almost this feeling like if you don't do it, then the universe is going to stir shit up and make it happen anyway. With that volcano. Whoa, okay. All right. So there you go. I'm glad I took more cards. Because it's almost like it's warning you, I think, with this reading. It's giving you a heads up that what you don't see coming also has to do with a wish fulfillment. It has to do with a wish, maybe a manifestation. It also has to do with the way that Spirit is guiding you, divinely guiding you, helping you to navigate the journey at this time. So it's like, don't be afraid of letting go of what needs to go, because in the letting go, you receive your wish. You receive your wish fulfillment. The change is necessary with the Death card. It's been incoming. Where one door closes, another one opens. That's why we have the gate energy here. And maybe the chapter that is closing out for you is one that has been, you know, brought you some tears, right? It's been one of healing. It's been one of sorrow and sadness, perhaps. And you're ready to release it, because both of these energies are about releasing. Okay. It's like the buildup, right? And then eventually, you know, it reaches a crescendo and it's like all hell breaks loose, but it's because it was pent up, right? So again, be careful of your temper if you have one, or the people around you. You know, let's say if you decide to end something with a job with the Four of Pentacles, or like maybe in a relationship with a person or something like that, tempers might flare, and, you know, you might keep your cool only for so long before shit gets real. I'm just warning you. Because it feels like something's been quiet and you've been, you know, keeping a lid on it for a while with this energy over here. And it's like time to finally say what you need to say, express what you need to express, and, you know, protect your energy, it feels like here as well. But just know, in the letting go of whatever is not working, it feels like it's only just going to open the door for you to receive the wish or the better thing that you've wanted. And that's what you don't see coming. It's like an ending brings the wish fulfillment. It brings the healing and the guidance towards those things that are better suited to you. And also Four of Pentacles is energy of being safe and protected, or protecting yourself, protecting your energy even. And sometimes with that card, we also need to relinquish a little bit of control as well. And know that we're supported, divinely supported, with the Village card and the Star, maybe your star family, right? Those kindred spirits in the other realms and dimensions that are always looking out for you. It's showing you that you're being supported, but they're still guiding you and leading you through whatever changes need to occur to guide you to your best. So what you don't see coming, just be prepared that you're going to have a major shift, change, conclusion of a chapter or ending in the journey, but it's necessary to put you on the path towards wish fulfillment. And if things with the Four have been stuck and stagnant, because sometimes the Four energy of the Four of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, can sometimes talk about like things are just so stable, they're stagnant. And that's also giving me vibes of the quiet energy, right? Because where things don't seem to be happening surface level, right? We kind of feel stuck, stagnant, and in a pattern where nothing really seems to be happening for us. The thing is that the volcano is saying, you know, look, this energy, the manifestation, the wish fulfillment, you know, all the things that you couldn't see surface level, that you didn't realize were happening for you, even though everything around you seemed kind of blah and mundane and uninspiring. The feeling is here is that there was so much activity with the volcano energy underneath the surface that you could not see. So much activity underneath the surface. It's quiet surface level. Yes, it is. Very quiet surface level. But there's a shit ton of activity happening underneath. And it feels like a plethora of good things about to erupt. Good things opening up to you. And they were just building up for the right moment. Because we have an open door here with the gate. So if things in your life have been tough and they've been very lackluster, let's say, and you've had your fair share of sorrows and frustrations with the volcano and the crying energy, and nothing in life seems to be happening, everything's been very quiet and uninspiring, it's not going to stay there or like that for long, because there is major shift and change that's taking place here. And it's going to shake things up, to wake things up on the journey. But it's going to put you on the right path with the Star, and it's going to lead you to something you've been wishing for. So be prepared for a shake-up, but it's going to shake up to shift things in the right direction. Really. I also feel like this is kind of like saying with the Star that, you know, there's been so much going on underneath the surface on a cosmic level, celestial level, in regards to a wish that you have or a manifestation that you just couldn't see. And maybe things on the celestial realm, in the celestial realm, maybe on your behalf have seemed really quiet. Maybe you haven't heard your guides in a while. But if there's been a lot of quiet in your life where nothing seems to be happening, it's because all the activity was really taking place in the realms where you couldn't see. But you've been supported all the time. So what you don't see coming is that there's some kind of wish fulfillment on the way, but it's going to require that you let something go in order to receive it. There's some kind of breakthrough on the way to get you out of that boring, lackluster, stuck energy. I kind of want another card. I know. Yes. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. I feel bad now because pile number 1, I only took 1 card. That's really all I needed. But in this case, I didn't like to leave it like that with the Death card. So Queen of Pentacles, yeah. More abundance, more security, more fertility in your life, more fruitfulness in your life, a better job, a better home life, right? Especially with the village energy and the Queen of Pentacles, yeah. I mean, she's the queen of her castle, right? So it feels like what you don't see coming is that there's an improvement in your money, in your finances, in your level of prosperity, maybe in your career and what you're doing to earn money. Maybe some of you are working from home. Maybe you're looking to work from home, and maybe the journey to arrive at that wish fulfillment has been tough, if that's part of it. But the feeling is here, you're so stable, you're so secure, you know, you're going to have everything that you need and more. And I really do feel like there's a shift in the wind here. So if there has been any adversity that you have been facing and you've been struggling with that because you didn't see progress, right? Because none of the activity was surface level. This is telling me that what you don't see coming is that these things are going to start shifting in the right direction. So don't lose faith or hope with the star energy, right? Stay positive, knowing that you are guided. You're being guided in the right direction. There's going to be a shift, I feel, or a change in the home is what you don't see coming, and in your career, and in the direction of your purpose, as well as your, what you consider wish fulfillment. What has been stuck and stagnant now starts, again, making progress. And I'm going to just give you a heads up that it can happen very suddenly and unexpectedly with the volcano energy from one day to the next, okay? All of a sudden, there's an explosion of activity that wasn't there before in the direction of these things. The volcano, right, can't stay quiet for long. But it's setting you up for some long-term stability, right? Because it's earth energy of the Queen of Pentacles. I also feel like I got to point out the pirate energy as well. I got the word merciless, right? Is that a word? Merciless. Pirates can be mercenaries, merciless, yes. Privateers, independent contractors. You know, they're all those things. And I feel like the pirate energy does kind of feel like what part of the past that you're leaving behind in this case. The pirate can represent things that maybe, you know, pirates will steal, they will plunder. And I feel like you've gone through a period of life maybe with that energy where it's like, you know, you feel like you have been ransacked and plundered through life. And life maybe has been a little tough and merciless, right? In that way, like a pirate just ransacking everything in the journey. Sometimes it can feel chaotic like that. But pirates also hunt for treasure. So I feel like at the same time, you know, you've been through the rough parts of that pirate energy. But now you're on the path soon to receive your treasure. And that's what you don't see coming. And I think the treasure has to do with your wish fulfillment and some kind of physical abundance with the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe part of that physical abundance has to do with a home. Or a new village. A new community. But you're ready to receive some kind of treasure. And that treasure is associated with your wish fulfillment. In some way. And things are going to happen suddenly, unexpectedly. So again, just keep an eye out for that. And it's going to happen in ways that you probably don't anticipate. But just know as you go through the changes of arriving at this treasure, this wish fulfillment, these things that are, you know, going to help you be stable and secure in your future, you will be fully supported in or on the journey to arriving at it. Yeah, the pirate energy is kind of hard to explain, you know. So I hope you caught my drift with what I was meaning with that. Because sometimes, you know, life, we're at the mercy of life and what it throws at us and how it ransacks us and takes us by surprise. And on the other hand, you know, the other side of the spectrum to that is that, you know, not only can the universe surprise us with crazy things that happen and take us by surprise and kind of turn our life upside down, but it can surprise us with good things too, right? There's two sides of that coin. So let's see. Final oracle here for pile number 2 viewers. If you like these little cards and how they read, just let me know, okay? Because this is just new and something different I wanted to try. Also to help challenge me as a reader and get me out of my comfort zone as well. So let's see. Oh, look at that. Diligence. That is a very good card. Let's see if we can get the message directly from the book. Let's see. Yes, okay. So it says fallow field. It's going to jump over. There we go. I need focus. So it says traditionally fields were left fallow, unfarmed for extended periods of time to allow the soil to recover and rebalance its nutrients, to break disease and pest cycles, and to provide a haven for wildlife. Fallow. Hold on here. Yeah, fallow, right? They were left untended, unfarmed. Like I said, part of life probably has felt very lackluster in the journey, with that 4 of Pentacles, maybe stuck and stagnant, not making much progress. And that's what this felt like. It was barren. It felt like, you know, life was a little barren and lackluster here with this energy. But that's all going to change. Also, like I said, with the volcano, there's so much activity happening underneath the surface. So likewise with the soil, sometimes we plant things in a field and we don't see the progress taking place, right? We don't see the seeds that are growing underneath the surface. But things are happening and changing for us in the dark soil. It is growing. And sometimes, you know, with the death energy, that's us working through our own shadow and peeling back the layers. You know, we never know what it's going to reveal to us until the time is right. But there's always growth happening underneath the surface, always growth happening in the dark. And that reminded me of that. All right, so let's see. Letting fields lie fallow meant that the subsequent crops were much healthier and more vibrant. Look at that. Engaging in this time-honored process takes patience and diligence, but the results are worth the wait. So if you went through hell and back again to try to arrive at your wish fulfillment or the life that you want or your perfect home or your perfect job, do you see what I'm saying? The journey to arriving there was not easy, most likely, because it didn't feel fun at all with these 2 cards. But there was a lot of growth happening in that dark space or in that stagnant space that you couldn't see surface level. There was a lot of activity brewing underneath the surface. And it's saying that the results will be worth the wait. So the trials, adversity, the changes that you've gone through, the metamorphosis that you've endured, that'll all be worth it. Let's see what it says. The sacred landscape wants you to know there are times in life to step forward and take risks, but there are other times to be patient. Step carefully and slowly and know that the benefits you will gain in the future will be worth it. Be attentive, meticulous, persistent. Use this time to plan for action steps in the future. Be diligent and consistent at each step as you move forward. By doing so, you will harvest remarkable results in the years ahead. This is not the time for instant gratification. Your diligence will pay off in the future tenfold. This is the time for deliberate organization. Clean house, clear clutter out of your life. Be thoughtful about how you spend your time and be discerning and choosing with whom you spend it with, right? Clear out relationships that do not support you. Yeah, clear out with the death card. Anything that is just not assisting you to reach your highest and best version of you. So what you don't see coming is that you could be concluding things, people, places, and situations out of your life. You could just be saying enough is enough. releasing all that, letting that go to close doors in order to open up new ones to, you know, put you in alignment with these blessings over here. You know, the cleaning house and the clearing of the clutter very much would be the Queen of Pentacles energy for real. So I feel like what you don't see coming is that there's some major endings, conclusions, and changes in the journey. But don't mourn whatever it is that you're letting go. Don't cry over it, right? Because it's really just going to help open new doors to you where you need in order to access your greater wish fulfillment. And more stability, I feel, and blessings in your life with the Queen of Pentacles, because she's very abundant. Yeah, I agree with this. It says, by doing so, you will harvest remarkable results in the years ahead or in the future, right? Well, the Queen of Pentacles is always ready to harvest her good. Or harvest the treasure, right? That is her birthright. So this is your reading pile number 2. Viewers, I hope that this has connected for you in some way. If you like the little cards, let me know. If you like the reading, let me know in the comment section down below. To support this channel, like, share, subscribe. Maybe consider joining my channel membership for exclusive content and readings that I put out for members only. You could also support what I do by visiting my Etsy store. Link is in the description down below. I have cool handmade crystal jewelry there, personal readings upon availability for a limited time. I also have STARSEED t-shirts that I designed myself as well. So have some fun exploring my Etsy store. I would love to see you around. Much love to you wherever you are. Be well, be safe, take care, and always keep shining. Hello, pile number 3. You chose the mermaid for your card. I don't know if you can see that. These are really tiny cards, so it's kind of hard to focus on them. There we go. So this is your card. There is not a message on the back of these. Basically, these came from a children's game that I found at the thrift store that had these cool little like illustrated tokens and cards over here. And I figured, oh, how cool. I wonder if I could read with these. And for one, I really do study symbolism. So it's fairly easy for me to kind of like catch the drift when I see an image as far as what's trying to be conveyed. So I figured, you know what, I'll give it a shot. Let's read with them and see what happens. So to get the reading started, right, I'm going to use the tarot. We're asking about what you don't see coming. So let's see. What is it that you don't see coming? Pile number 3, viewers. Choosing the mermaid. Also, the mermaid energy is about deep diving. Okay, so let's see. What is that you don't see coming? Pile number 3, viewers. I'm going to grab one card to start. If I need more, I will grab off to the side. And then I'm going to grab these tiny little things. Oh my gosh. They're kind of hard to shuffle with, but we just need a few. What you don't see coming. All right, what is that? We have the sky. Okay. Let's see. All right, so there's one. Let's see. I want to keep shuffling. It's very tedious, I know. Okay, there's 2 more. That's actually fine. That's what I needed. I needed 5. All right, so let's go ahead and keep these turned over like that for now because I want to grab the tarot. I don't want to be distracted. So what is that you don't see coming? Whoa, okay, the number 5 with the 5 of Wands. Or with me, there we go. I'm going to try to get clarity. There we go. So we have the 5 of Wands. What is that you don't see coming? There could be some kind of challenge or conflict with others maybe that you might have to deal with. It's also speaking of a conflict perhaps within ourselves. Sometimes we have inner conflicts within, right? One part of us is saying this, another part of us is wanting that, and then we're just trying to find the middle ground, and sometimes we don't always find the solution. This could be also, you know, butting heads with people around you, struggling, you know, with opinions flying everywhere, and it's like you can't find common ground. So what you don't see coming is that you could have a challenge with somebody in your environment. If not, this is maybe something you might be feeling that you're struggling with. I kind of do want to grab another card just because. Okay. So yeah, I mean, what you don't see coming is also the fact that you might have a choice to make. You might have to exact some karma, right? When it comes to other people. You also might have to decide for yourself what is right for you. And other people might not agree with that. This is also justice being served. So it kind of feels like, you know, there's some good karma coming your way in regards to maybe with the 5 of Wands, something you've been struggling with. And that could also indicate what is coming your way. So what was out of balance gets set right. What was not in your favor gets put right. So, you know how they say, may the odds forever be in your favor? Well, this is the odds being in your favor over here. So this is feeling like what was imbalanced, what was wrong gets righted. But it's necessary to keep the balance, you see. It's Libra energy as well. Also some truth being revealed with that card, but I feel like there's some kind of karmic return, a settling of a karmic cycle even, one that you've been struggling with and dealing with for quite some time. But there's balance and order that's coming through. A decision gets made on your behalf even, especially if it's an outside source. Sometimes with the Justice card, we're at the mercy of things outside of us, and we have to wait for those things to resolve before we can actually move forward. And it's telling me that what you don't see coming is that there's a situation that's going to resolve itself, and it's been challenging, it's been a struggle, but the results will go in your favor because they have to, right? You can't be, what was down must eventually come up again, is the feeling. So justice will get served, and the truth will come to light with that card as well. And what was wrong gets righted because it's fair. It must eventually. All right. Let's get the little story cards over and see what we have. So we have the Sky, which brings clarity. Okay. Okay, wait a minute here. Okay, we have Sky, which brings clarity. Right? Clear skies. We have the whispering energy, through the grapevine kind of energy. Maybe tails are wagging in that way. If there was any kind of, what you don't see coming is that if there was any kind of gossip, right, that was being said behind your back, then that truth also with the Justice card comes to light. You might have to exact some justice for yourself as well, or make some decisions, especially if somebody's talking crap behind your back. With the 5 of Wands, and it's like, you know, you get clarity on that, and the next thing you know, it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna do what I have to do on my end, and I'm gonna cut people out of my you know, my path that don't need to be there, that don't resonate with me, that don't, you know, that don't kind of align with my vibe. All right, so let's see. Oh, the Jeep. Okay, I like that. That's a utility vehicle. And not only that, the Jeep energy, or is a car, right? It's a vehicle. It's about going places. So, you know, we get in a vehicle to go from A to B. So I feel like so far what I'm getting from this is that if there was anything that was unfair to you, if people around you were not being right and fair with you, something gets course corrected with the Justice card to put things in your favor. And that's what you don't see coming. You don't see how this is all going to work out in your favor anyway, and that the whispering, the secrets, those things that were kind of underneath the surface that you couldn't see are going to be brought to light and be made clear to you. The truth will eventually reveal itself. And it's going to help you with the Jeep to move forward, right? So we have the Yard energy. The Yard talks about things, okay, that are in your own backyard. So these are things, people, places, and scenarios that are close to you, close to home, you know. So I have to wonder, I just have to ask, if there's anybody out there who has been having disputes or disagreements or kind of like at odds with people in your immediate life or family, or maybe your friends. Like, again, if you've had gossiping behind your back, these things are going to come to light. That's what you don't see coming, but it's going to help you exact justice where it needs to be, or karma is going to get served on your behalf to teach them a lesson or set them right in some way. Yeah. Look at the flying carpet. That's magic too. Magic carpet rides. Okay, and it's also about flying above the fray. Okay, flying above the bullshit, basically, other people's BS. That's what that is. Like, you're gonna be rising above all that nonsense. That's what you don't see coming, that these things are gonna get resolved, and those negative forces that have been surrounding you, if there was people talking crap behind your back, like, all this is coming to light and to fruition. And those negative Nancy's that were in, no offense to Nancy's, oh my gosh, but you know what I mean, negative energies that were in your own backyard, talking crap behind your back, or not giving you any respect, you're going to be able to, again, move through it with flying colors and above it. Like, they're not going to, you're going to be untouchable. They're not going to be able to touch you. None of these negative things are going to be able to lay a hand on you. They will not have any more effect over the journey, over your life, because you're flying above all of it. And there is some kind of magic, okay? Divine order and magic, possibly with the justice energy, that's going to work all this out on your behalf so you come out on top. Okay? So you can fly above it like no big deal. That's what this is telling me. The clouds are parting over here. You're going to be able to see things, people, places, and situations. That's what you don't see coming, for who and what they really are. And you're going to be able to make decisions that are more authentic to you, because it feels like some of these situations, scenarios, maybe some of these people, it could be a work environment too, it's just not vibing, and it's not authentic and genuine to you or for you. And this is something that probably hits very close to home with the Yard card. And yeah, the mermaid energy is about taking a deep dive, right? Going into the depths of oneself. And it does feel like, you know, if you're representing as the mermaid, you've already done that. You've already done that self-reflective work. You've already got in touch with your intuition. You've already taken that deeper look at yourself. You've navigated the realm of your subconscious. You've already done that work. And maybe it's because you did that work that now you're able to see the truth and people for who and what they are. And you can see through and pierce with the sword of truth, right? Through anybody's crap or inauthenticity when it comes to you and your relationship with them. Because justice is Libra energy, and Libra energy can also sometimes talk about relationships. And if there's been conflicts with the relationships, the Five of Wands and the Justice, then those things get course corrected. And all this nonsense or challenge or strife or headache, you know, it's all been in your own backyard, and it's like, you know, it's very close to home, but it's going to get resolved because the truth has to come out eventually. So what you don't see coming is that there will be some truth revealed that's been hidden from you. Others have been talking about it. Maybe you've gotten wind that these things, right? You've gotten wind that these things are going to be resolving on your behalf. Or maybe you'll get hints about it. But I feel like when it finally comes through, when the answers that you seek finally get delivered, when justice gets served, or when whatever this thing that has been a conflict for you gets resolved, it's going to help you to move forward and literally fly above everything that's been happening. It's rising, basically rising above the challenges and moving forward. That's what I get from this. And that's what you don't see coming. It's all going to resolve itself. It's all going to work out in your favor. The truth will come to light about situations, people, places, things, maybe a work situation as well. I feel that there has been talks, you know, like that. There has been talk, maybe that you're unaware of, or that is kind of behind the back. You know, sometimes, I'll give an example. Sometimes we could be in a job, right? And there's whispers throughout the company, and people are talking, employees are talking, and, you know, they're whispering about what's really happening in the business and how it can affect the operation or the employees. You know, I'm getting a little bit of that from this too. Like there's, maybe that's what you don't see coming, is that there's some kind of murmuring within the place that you work that's stirring shit up. But that murmuring, there's something about that that's going to finally come to light, but it's going to be for the best when it does. And it's going to put you on the path to make an important decision with the Justice card. But it's so that way you can kind of disengage or cut ties even with something that's not in alignment with what you want long term. I kind of do want another one. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. A work situation for sure, probably. 8 of Pentacles. I don't know. You could have coworkers also. Maybe they're not even whispering about you, but maybe they're whispering, you know, about the company or the things that are going on there. But I feel like there's this feeling of what you don't see coming is that there's going to be some kind of information that you will be made aware of. And it's being made aware of that because you get clarity. Maybe somebody tells you something in confidence in regards to a job situation. But it's in the telling you in confidence, right, the whispering, that you come to an understanding and you have some awareness that helps you to make a decision maybe about a job or a career move. And, you know, this is all happening in close proximity to you, or it's going to directly affect you with the Yard energy. But something works out in your favor. And you're then in the driver's seat, right, with the Jeep card when it comes to making the best decision for you moving forward. Because you're with the 8 of Pentacles, it looks like somewhere in your life you're trying to make progress. You're trying to keep moving forward, moving on up. You know, think about the 8 of Pentacles is going from an 8 to a 9 and then to a 10 of Pentacles. So it's about, you know, honing a skill, your craft, and putting energy and effort and work into things that really you find valuable. So I do feel like there's an opportunity to turn something negative with the 5 of Wands, right, in your favor, which then gives you the ability to rise above any nonsense with the flying carpet, right, when all is said and done. So I do feel like, you know, what you don't see coming is that some information will come through to assist you, but it's going to help you fly above any kind of challenges or resistance that you might be experiencing in the journey, maybe work-related or in regards to your earthly life in some way. Maybe you've been waiting on a decision to be made because sometimes, you know, we're subject to things like that. Maybe you're waiting for a decision and you've been at the mercy of whatever that is for some time, and then the decision finally gets made and you're able to move forward as well, and start building your life in another direction or in a new direction. For some of you, this could also, what you don't see coming is that there could be a settlement for a divorce too that you've been waiting on, or maybe an insurance settlement or something like that, very, you know, on a mundane level. Maybe you've been fighting for a claim to come through and get paid for it. And maybe somebody's been telling you, oh, yeah, it's going to finally be resolved, but it's taking forever. Maybe it has to do with car insurance, right, with the Jeep energy. But whatever it is, it's going to resolve itself, and it's going to give you the ability to move forward and past it. Okay, so we have the energy of delight. Let's see what it says. So bear with me here, because with all the moving of the little cards up and down, it kind of messes with the focus. But let's see what it says. By the way, while I'm trying to look this up, let me know if you like the little cards, if they bring anything different to the reading. I mean, I figured this is new. I would try them out and see how they read. If you like them, let me know. Or if you don't, let me know too, right? It is what it is. So let's see what this says. All right, so it says, delight, sparrows in spring grass. It says the sparrow gains its power from its numbers. In clusters, sparrows eat and forage, and predators are distracted and deterred, even intimidated by their numbers. Security and joy in numbers is a lesson of the sparrow. Within their community, sparrows are always busy living life fully. Many cultures align with the meaning of the sparrow. With joy and the Middle Ages, the sparrow was thought to relieve suffering, help one triumph over hardships, there you go, and bring joy. Well, that's a relief, right? Hardships over here, something you've been struggling with for some time. Clarity, right? The clouds parting over here with the sky. So yeah, triumph over hardships and bring joy. Triumph over hardships. Well, you're going to be able to fly over them pretty soon, right? With the flying carpet. But let's see what it says. Delight is expanding in your life. Clap your hands with glee. Spend time with others. Go to a community gathering. Host a party. The joy you experience will give birth to immense creativity, and your life will blossom. Share your happiness and elation with others, and it will grow by leaps and bounds. This isn't the time to be serious or buckle down and get to work. This is the time to be spontaneous and madcap. Do not make any hard and fast commitments. Don't sign any legal documents. Hold up. Wait a minute here. With the justice. Okay. Don't make any promises, or you might not be able to keep them. It says, give yourself permission to have some fun. Lots of fun, especially in community with others. You know what? That's kind of interesting, because I feel like once this crap is over and out of the way and you freed yourself from whatever this was, you will be able to have more fun. Okay, you will be able to move forward and fly above, like I said, fly above the fray, or all the nonsense, all the chaos, all the mess, and maybe put your energy over here into things that do bring you joy. Because I feel like there has been something over here that's kind of been maybe clogging up, right, the flow, because it's been unresolved. And it's like once that conflict gets resolved or settled, you can move forward and you can start putting your energy into the things that matter, rather than give energy to those that don't. So I like this. I feel like there's an opportunity here that's going to come through to help you put that behind you so you can move in a different direction. But the new direction is where the delight, the joy, the fun will be, because you don't have to worry about this unresolved issue anymore. Okay. That's why it says the sparrow was thought to relieve suffering and help one triumph over hardships. Yeah, and I think that justice is delivering karma, good karma, or righting the wrongs, right? Where things have been out of whack. It's course correcting all those things that were in a negative vibration or in a harsh alignment to you. Now it's course correcting them so you can have more joy in your life. So pile number 3, this is your reading. If you feel that this has helped you in some magical way and you like little cards or whatever, let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to support this channel. Maybe consider joining my channel membership as well for exclusive content and readings that I put out for members only. You can also support what I do by visiting my Etsy store. I have personal readings there upon availability, and they're out there now for a limited time only. I have a handmade crystal jewelry that I make by hand, and also t-shirt designs that I create by hand. So I have a bunch of Starseed t-shirts that I have out in the store right now. If you're interested in that, pay me a visit. Sending much love to you wherever you are. Be well, be safe, take care, and always keep shining. Pile number 4, you chose the leprechaun for your reading. These little cards, they don't have any messages on the back of them or anything, but they came from a children's, I guess, game set that I found at the thrift. And they come with these cards, which are like the protagonist, and then they come with the storyteller cards, which add additional details. So that way you can build or create a story. And there's a lot of really cool images on them, and they're easy to read with, because for one, I read symbology, or I study symbology. So I figured, you know what, let's not let these go to waste. Let's pick them up and use them and see what we can get from them by reading with them like you do any other oracle system, right? So we're looking at what you don't see coming, pile number 4 viewers. We're going to start with the tarot first. I'm going to start with one card. If I need more, I will always grab off to the side. But I want the majority of the cards to come from the storyteller card. So let's see. What is it that you don't see coming, pile number 4 viewers? All right. Oh, okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's so funny. Hold on. I'll tell you why. Because, you know, the leprechaun little dude also has coins in his hands. So that's pretty neat. Maybe there's going to be some treasure for you at the end of the rainbow, right? Let's take a look. Let's see what else we can find out about this. I'm just going to get at least 5. And these are so tiny. They're not always the easiest to shuffle. There's 1, 2, 3. Let's shuffle a little bit more. A little tedious to handle, but all right. Let's see. Oh my gosh. All right. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. Basically, what you don't see coming is that there's an opportunity. Okay. There's a new opportunity. It could be a gift that comes your way. You could be receiving a blessing, some kind of windfall of abundance. An opportunity that you didn't see. A door gets open to you. But it's going to bring something tangible because it's a pentacle. It's earthly energy, right? So you're going to receive a tangible gift or blessing or opportunity that you didn't see coming. New beginning, right? It could be your treasure at the end of the rainbow or your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. But let's take a look. Oh, interesting. Xylophone. All right. Oh, whoa. We have the pyramid. Fascinating. The letter, which is, you know, communication. The tarantula. I like this because that's spider energy. And the yawning. Oh, dang. Why is that's so funny? Why is this giving me like 4 of Cups vibes, right? Okay. This is fascinating because when we think about ancient history, you know, the pyramids are symbolic of ancient cultures and realms, and for me also a form of mysticism from that time. I do feel, in all honesty, also the tarantula, okay, I gotta piece this together, but the tarantula or the spider is destiny. It's symbolic of weaving one's destiny. The pyramid is symbolic of ancient history, obviously, things that are meant to last forever because the pyramid structures are still existing. They're built to last. Not only that, it can talk about ancient belief systems and things that are associated with our past lives. The xylophone is an instrument, and it's a scale, okay? If you've ever had one, it's a scale of notes on a grid, right? Which is symbolic of moving up, right, or down the scale. But it's frequency, vibration also. Letter is communication, right? So I'm breaking all this down for you in a sense. Now I'm going to piece it together. What this is telling me is that there's an opportunity that is incoming. It is a gift. But I think this gift or opportunity or windfall of some sort of abundance that's coming your way is one that is tied into, maybe for some of you with the pyramid energy, a past life agreement. It's also tied into something that is part of your greater destiny with the spider energy. And that's what you don't see coming. Your frequency, xylophone, right? You've been aligning your frequency over time, scale, right? Scaling up toward receiving this. You've been aligning your frequency to arrive at this. I think it has to do with a past life agreement with the pyramid energy. And you've been, I mean, it feels like you might be an old soul. I'm just going to throw that out there with the pyramid energy. You're an old soul. And with the yawning card, you could be tired as hell. But you're you're tired, right? You've been on this journey. You've been through how many life cycles, if you believe in reincarnation, or you've been through the ringer, let's say, even in this existing lifetime. And there's going to be some communication with the letter energy that comes through, a message, maybe a divine message from spirit, or maybe a ancestor with the pyramid energy, right? Because if we're talking about past lives and ancient cultures, maybe a spirit guide of some sort associated to a certain time period, you're going to receive some messages that come through to assist you in the direction of opening this door. You're going to be walking through a portal, right? And that's what you don't see coming. You could be, okay, transcending a timeline here as well. And your soul is old and tired as hell. That's the vibe I get from this. But I also see it as you've been patiently waiting for this and you're growing weary with the yawning card. For some of you, that Ace of Pentacles could have to do with a wish fulfillment, maybe. Or not even a wish fulfillment, more like a goal that you've been working towards or trying to achieve or moving up towards accomplishing. And the road has been exhausting. That's why we're yawning over here, right? You could also be growing bored with life with that energy, because it's kind of giving me Four of Cups. Also, Four of Cups is an opportunity also that we don't always see coming, because we're focused on all the earthly BS that we're dealing with, that sometimes we can fail to see an opportunity that is headed our way, because there's always that cup that's floating in the background, and sometimes it can speak of a missed opportunity. But I feel like that Ace of Pentacles is a very tangible one. It's a tangible opportunity. I don't think it's one that you're going to miss, because it's going to show up in a way that's very much one that you can touch, see, right? Hear, hold. And it is literally a gift from the universe. But I also feel like that gift from the universe that's being delivered to you in a very tangible, physical way is one that perhaps you've raised your frequency with the xylophone, right, over time to align with and arrive at. I also feel like it's tied into a past life agreement or past life situation where maybe it's part of what you, maybe a sacred contract, right, with the letter, because it's, maybe it's part of a sacred contract that you chose in coming here. So what you don't see coming is that there's some kind of divine destiny that you're about to fulfill, or that's going to come through for you to receive this and or arrive at this. But it's all been, it feels like, preordained. And you're tired, you're exhausted, you're probably, like I said, an old soul. You've been here maybe through many lifetimes, or you've traveled through many dimensions, and it's like, you know, you're tired, you're growing weary. And that's what you don't see coming. You don't see that the blessing is about to arrive. You don't see that this door is about to open up to you. You don't see that there's a breakthrough up ahead in regards to something tangible that you need to help you advance and level up in your overall purpose on this path that you're on right now. I feel like the spider is the divine mother that's been weaving the web of your life, right? She's been sewing the fabric of your destiny. And this has all been orchestrated, divinely orchestrated for you to have, for you to arrive at. That's interesting. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Plain and clear. There's an opportunity up ahead, a new beginning coming your way, and the universe is going to hand it to you. Deliver it. But it's because your frequency is aligned for it. Some of you may have past life associations to or past life memories associated to Egypt or Atlantis and Lemuria. Just throwing that out there. Damn, I wasn't expecting these little cards to speak like that, but they are. Also, when I see the xylophone next to the pyramid, you know, if we consider the pyramids, they have acoustics on the inside of them. Most of them do. Like, I've been to Chichen Itza. I've been to Ekbalam. I've been to a lot of the major pyramids here in, you know, in the Americas, and they always have some acoustic aspect to them. The Egyptian pyramids are still on my bucket list. I have to get there eventually before I leave this earthly plane. But the acoustics in the pyramids are purposeful. I mean, they're always aligned with, you know, planetary things, and there's math involved in them, and there's frequency, sound, vibration aligned with them as well. So when I see these two together, that's what it gives me. And I feel like this is you being attuned, right? Aligned and energetically prepared. Your frequency is where it needs to be to harness this now, whatever this blessing is, whatever this windfall is, whatever this new beginning is. There's going to be some communication that comes through to wake you up, right? Because if you're falling asleep, don't fall asleep. But it's going to wake you up to the opportunity that's coming your way. Okay. So don't fall asleep on the opportunities that are going to be presented to you. Okay. Because they're going to be presented to you soon. Phone calls, emails, texts, you know, some form of communication could come through like that. Also, the other form of communication could be very, I guess, metaphysical even. But this is going to alert you or to show you and to make you aware what is happening for you. But just know that if this is an opportunity, open door, breakthrough that you've needed, it's in divine alignment with you. For some of you, it could be very work related. It could be home related as well, because sometimes the Ace of Pentacles can talk about the purchase of a new home. Ace of Pentacles can also talk about an engagement ring. So there could be communication that comes through in regards to an engagement or the advancement or leveling up in an existing relationship leading to marriage. That card or that information could come through or get communicated to you, like somebody proposing. And just know that if somebody proposes to you, that's what you don't see coming. This person is in divine alignment with you, or they're kind of somehow woven into your destiny. Okay. And there could be a past life connection associated to them too. Likewise, if it's a home, right, that you're being offered or is being presented to you, or it's a future home that is what you don't see coming, right? There's a future home, and it's also tied into some, like a sacred contract or that you have, or part of your destiny, or yeah, maybe something that's tied into what you agreed upon before even coming here. It's just a possibility. If it's a job, likewise, same thing applies. You know, this job was meant for you. It's really what you're cut out for. It's what maybe, you know, every past life maybe was leading up to serving a greater purpose, perhaps through this vocation. There is some treasure, I feel, to be had in this new place, with this new person, maybe with this new job. And I say new because aces are new energy. Okay, some of you could be traveling literally to the pyramids, and you might get the opportunity or an offer to do so. But part of your destiny needs to experience that in some way, shape, or form to maybe advance or level up with the xylophone energy to kind of scale up your frequency. There could be some spiritual treasures to be found in that experience, and you've been patiently waiting, right? Likewise with the yawning card, you know, you're getting tired of waiting. Your old, you know, your old soul. Maybe you've been getting tired of waiting for the breakthrough, waiting for the love to come through, waiting for the new house, waiting for the new job, you know, and it's like Spirit's trying to tell you with this reading that what you don't see coming is that it's coming, right? And there's some treasure to be had from it. And you could get news about any one of these things, and that's what you don't see coming. Let's see, final oracle card for pile number 4. Thank you for your patience in having this story unfold. Let's see. Hold on. All right, so we have the energy of community. Let's see. There we go. Let's see what the card says. And I'm so sorry if at any point we've had, blurry screen or whatever. I try my best to keep on top of it. But then when I get in the flow of reading, it's, I kind of get sidetracked from looking at the screen. So it says, hold on here. This is a newer iPhone, so I don't understand why it gives me so much trouble sometimes. There we go. It says ancient forest. The towering ancient trees in the forest look distinct from one another. Yet beneath the surface of the earth, their roots are intertwined. Their roots act like a kind of communication system throughout the community of trees. Instantaneous messages. Hold on. Messages, letters, right? Communication. Instantaneous messages travel through this underground system. Nutrients can travel on this network as well, right? Trees at one side of the forest can supply the nourishment required on the other side of the forest. Danger at one end of the network is communicated to the far end of the intertwined roots. Support is all around you, even if you are not consciously aware of it, right? Look at that, yep. Because he is half asleep, he's not even paying attention. Allow yourself to be supported, it says. Give encouragement to others. The more you allow yourself to be supported, the more your dreams can come true. If you believe, and you know what? I think that spirit is supporting you. It's putting you on the path to arrive at this gift, this blessing, this windfall, this opportunity. And maybe the opportunity will come via others, through a community, right? Okay. The more you allow yourself to be supported, the more your dreams can come true. If you believe that you have to do it all alone, you will. Your true family is not just blood relationships. Sometimes the strongest family ties are friends who know who you are. Sometimes they are your ancestors. Ooh, remember I was saying that? All right. They are, past life connections. Also, those we hold in the spirit realm. Hold on. Sometimes they are your ancestors and soul family who reside in spirit. This card speaks of finding your community and your people. It is a card of remembering that your people are at your side, believing in you, loving you, and standing strong behind you. Call on your community and ask for assistance. They are a thought away. So, ancestors, guides, like I was saying, your spirit team, right, could have association to Egypt or associated to, one of those ancient cultures and civilizations that were tied to the pyramids. Call on your star family. But this is saying you're fully supported probably into this new energy here, I feel, that's coming your way, but you've been placed in a position of alignment to arrive at, and a lot of it is through not only your leveling up on your journey, but also the support that is around you. Okay, you're about to find your place, your people, your vibe, those things that vibe with you, that job that vibes with you, that home that vibes with you, that new love that vibes with you. That's what this is about. It's about finding your tribe, finding those things that are in alignment with you, but that you've raised your frequency to align with too. So I hope that this helps you. Pile number 4, viewers, your treasure is on the way. And it's very much a vibrational match to you. And it's part of your divine destiny. It's aligned with it at least. So if you feel that this has helped and connected for you in some magical way, if you like the little cards, let me know, right? This is the first time I've used them. If you like how they read, let me know. Maybe I can practice with them, work with them a little bit more by doing them, by using them in more readings. And maybe I can get a little bit better at piecing them together. So if you like them, let me know in the comment section down below. If you feel this reading has helped you, likewise, let me know. If you want to support this channel, like, share, subscribe. Also, consider joining my channel membership for exclusive and content and readings that I put out for members only. You could also support what I do via my Etsy store. Link is down below in the description box. I have really cool things there I make by hand, including handmade crystal jewelry, personal readings upon availability. They're only there for a limited time right now. Also, I have Starseed t-shirts that I designed myself as well. So have some fun exploring my Etsy store at your leisure. I'd be happy to see you around. Much love to you wherever you are. Be well, be safe, take care, and always keep shining.